Really, everyone loves seeing a nice looking garden, a nice looking lush lawn. It gives me a lot of joy because it looks green. There must be something about green that people like. Hello, I'm Fabian and I love my lawn. I first got into lawns, basically the house renovations were done and like all the mess from outside was all completed, and it was like, oh, what do I do next? Because I work in IT, I'm inside all day. So on the weekend, I want to get outside. A lot of people see these nice lawns. How do you do it? And a lot of us know what we call a traditional rotary mower, but there's also cylinder mowers or reel mowers. This is what we call the cylinder mower. Now, if we have a look, what you can see is we've got 6 blades here, but if you have a look a bit further back here, you can see there's a knife down the bottom. And that's how I talk about the cutting, just like that in a cylinder mode. This here is for the stripes, so that gives you the nice striping effect. And if you actually have a look at the back, it's got it's a bit hard to show, but this is actually about 50 kilos, this machine. So it's actually quite heavy, and that's what helps push the grass down into the ground and helps with that striping effect. So this actually is a drive mechanism. So when I press the throttle, that will actually help me push the machine because it's just too heavy to do manually. This machine here is about 50 years old, but it's been fully restored myself. So that's a craze in itself, the restoring of some of these old machines that grandfathers have stored in their sheds for 20 years. A lot of these people sadly are passing away and their children are selling these machines, and people on Gumtree and Facebook Marketplace are just snapping them up in minutes and then slowly restoring them. So the amount of machines, I've probably lost count. There's probably about 12, I think, in total in the family, I call them. At some point I will sell some of those, but I am a bit emotionally attached to some of them. They all have a story. This is a machine that's been rebuilt. So here's the engine in parts. Here's the engine getting put back together. And here's nearly the finished product. So this is the 20-inch model. This is the Rolls Royce out of the whole range. You can see here's how they looked before. So pretty old and rusty and looking pretty tired. And then they come back and have a new life. So edging or whippersnippers, so we all know the common whippersnipper, which can do the job. Can be a little bit hard to get that really fine edging cut to do. There's a bit of an art to it. Then you've got this edger here that spins. This actually works quite well. Does quite a good job, but it can sometimes cut a little bit too deep and leave a bit of a bigger gap. But this is the latest and greatest technology, and this is electric, this machine as well, but this is where we start talking about scissors. So we're talking about cylinder mower with scissors, but if you have a look at that, right, so you're pretty much just edging like scissors. It's important to look after your mower. So once a year, it's good to replace the blades on your lawnmower. You might be hitting rocks and hitting things on the thing. If you don't have nice sharp blades on your mower, you're not going to get a nice cut. And when you don't get a nice cut on your lawn, it leaves it rugged and open to disease. If you've got some spanners and a little bit of skills, you can change the blades yourself, or you could go to a mower store and get your machine serviced. If you mow once a week, it doesn't take that long. I don't have to edge every week. Just quickly run the mower around, clean up the stuff, encourage the new growth you've done. In the winter, it doesn't have to be weekly. In the summer, depending on your grass variety, I might mow 2 times a week. Final words of encouragement. It is a little bit of a battle at the start. It's a little bit overwhelming. Get a knife out, get some of these weeds out. Well, you do have to be patient, but the rewards will come and then the maintenance will drop off.